Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Katie from Mitza Creek Farm. Today is the first day in weeks that it has felt like spring. It was 60 degrees and sunny and beautiful and no wind. Unfortunately, I spent the day in the car, but that's okay. I still got to soak up the sun. Daffodils are all blooming, so that feels wonderful. You can see it's getting dark and the moon is popping out behind me. We have a beautiful sunset. I'm just outside soaking up the last of it while I can and doing night chores and checking on everybody. I will give you a tour of the high tunnel in the next video, but we are in full swing of getting things done and trying to get things done and preparing for spring and summer. Look how pretty those daffodils are. I just absolutely love them. I'm so glad I did that. I saw the tulips are starting to get buds now, and there were a couple Siberian irises, I think, that are popping up too. They aren't showing any color, but they have the flower buds. That makes me excited. Over here, the cows, we had one calf born, and we have 3 more coming. Who knows when they'll be. Honey, who is that one right there, I keep thinking she's going into labor, and then she kind of stalls out. But she's a heifer, so I know that it's going to take longer. I know that it's going to be a slower process. And tonight she looked like she had a great big contraction. She arched her back, and her tail went up and curved and everything. And then a little while later, she was jumping around, and she actually tried jumping up in the hay cradle. So I don't know, is that a sign that she's in labor and she has no clue what to do? Or is she just feeling spunky because the weather was nice? No clue. Over here in the ewe pen, we have 1 ewe left lamb. She's that one that just laid down. And we currently have, I think it's 13 lambs. Everybody except that first lamb has had twins. So that is wonderful. So I am thinking she's probably only going to have a single. She's not very big. So I think we'll end up with 14 lambs. But her udder's getting big, and she definitely looks bred. So she is just taking a little bit longer than everybody else, and that is okay. It's kind of nice to have a lull in lambing and be able to enjoy these guys. Lily and I went to a conference learning how to artificially inseminate cattle last week, and that's a project that we've been working on now for quite a while, like months. And eventually we want to get good enough that we can AI our cattle and not have a bull here, but it takes a lot of practice and a lot of work. So it's kind of like, okay, we want to try it, but we're not relying on it yet. But while we were gone, we had 3 sets of lambs born, and we were gone less than 24 hours. We left Thursday afternoon, and we got home like noonish on Friday, and we had 3 sets of lambs while we were gone. But Owen and Beck handled it like a champ, and they did awesome, and they got everybody even separated into jugs, and it was wonderful. So they are all doing great. Some of them are still in the barn laying down, and the rest are running around playing. We had to separate the yearlings because they were just like wreaking havoc, like a mob of teenagers just running around. So we put them back out, and we gave them a big round bale because we are out of square bales. So everybody is now calm again, but you can see they are all, the little lambs love to run and jump up on that hay bale and jump off and go play with it. But everybody is doing really good. Aren't they so cute? Meanwhile, I noticed just today that things are actually starting to get buds on them. So that is good, because I was getting a little worried that all of our lilacs and apple trees and our pear tree and everything all died over the winter. But they finally are looking like they have life. So there you go, you can see that. So they finally just started budding out and showing green, where before they were just little nubs. So that is wonderful that that happened. I really noticed it on my Ragosa roses, because they actually, I saw a couple leaves pop out today too, where before they just had the littlest, tiniest buds, but now I can tell which ones are white ones and which ones are pink ones. Don't all these daffodils look amazing in front of this black fence? Are our Ragosa roses, and when you look at the buds on these, you can see these ones are green, so that means that these are going to have white flowers. On the pink ones, the little buds are pink, and so that is how I have known when they are dormant, or not dormant, but like, you know, haven't started actively growing. That's how I know what ones are white and what ones are pink. So then on this one here, you can see that the little tiny buds right there, they are pink. So then that means that this is going to be a pink one. Now when it starts leafing out, it changes from pink to green, obviously, because it's going to have green leaves. But you can tell on the little tiny buds, these ones are going to be a pink one. Look at my strawberries. I need to weed this, and I really need to weed that other bed over there and take these trellises down. But these guys are looking awesome. So I am thinking we'll have strawberries. These are super well established and super healthy. So I am really happy with how those guys look. And down here are my asparagus. And I had noticed the other day that we were starting to get little asparagus sprouts somewhere, if I can find them. Yeah, there we go. Those are looking great. And this is our second year. We planted these last summer. And they should all be in here somewhere. Probably would help to see better if I started this when it was light out, but I didn't get home till almost dark today. Oh, it's such a relief having spring finally here. And looking at the long-term forecast, I shouldn't even say this out loud. Looking at the long-term forecast, it looks like we're not going to freeze at night anymore either. So I took the risk and I did not cover the plants in the high tunnel tonight. It's the first night in like 2 weeks that I have not needed to cover them. These are the Alaskan Shasta daisies, and they are looking great. They're all over here, but the thing that was very exciting to me, if I could see it in the dark, is, oh yeah, right here. All of my Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers, echinacea, is coming back, and they are looking wonderful. Let's see if I can see more here. There were a bunch over here. Oh yeah, here we go. There's one. And there's one. And I noticed in front of the black fence there was a bunch of those as well that came back that I had started from seed last year. So I'm excited about those. Those are coneflowers. So they look kind of like daisies, but they're like more, well, they look like daisies. The leaves are just different. And the Cheyenne Spirit coneflower, usually like black-eyed Susans and purple coneflower are the most common ones, and these ones, each bush will have like red and like a pale yellow and oranges. They're like the warm family, and I've never seen that before, so I was really excited about those. And it got really dark really quickly, but that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.